It was
There's no paint on the street.
Yo. All right, we finna go live. 3, 2, 1,
And...
and we're live.
Oh, bro, I was trying to do
5
Bruce Buffer guy.
rounds. Man, I'm Bruce Buffer, man. He ain't got shit for me. Listen, okay.
Okay.
So welcome everybody to the day after UFC 264, Poirier versus Mcgregor 3. We came up with a different format for today's podcast. We're gonna begin with talking about the main event, top down to co-main, and then all the exciting fights that we thought should be talked about on the podcast. Apart from that, there were like the whole card. We're gonna give our whole opinion on the card, like top to down, top down, how the card was overall, and we're gonna introduce a new thing as well. We're gonna rate the card. We're gonna rate the card. We're gonna give the bro rating to the card now. We're gonna give the bro rating out of 10. How we thought the card performed. Underrated fights, exciting fights, or just a boring card, pretty much. So we're gonna distinguish it like that. So first off, obviously we got a trilogy to talk about. Uh, we're gonna talk about Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, the TKO doctor stoppage after the first round. McGregor broke his ankle, and we figured he needs some milk. Let's take it
Bro,
away, Adele.
he didn't even break his ankle. Like, he broke his shin, like, on the replay. Like, it's not, like, the whole shit's broken. And
Yeah,
then, like, Dana confirmed that, like, he broke his lower tibia, too. Oh, man.
yeah, yeah,
So he's gonna be out for a year, at least, now. But,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so, story coming in, we needed motivated karate
Karate
stance
stance.
Connor. He
Yes,
was just
sir.
gonna destroy him first round.
Yes, sir.
So, comes out, starts bouncing around, spinning kick right off the start, like 2-3 more in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So he comes in bouncing, like what we
Yeah.
normally expect McGregor
Yeah.
to look like.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just outlanded him, did everything he wanted for the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Threw a bunch of outside low kicks too.
Mhm.
So like DP came into it saying that too. Like he was like, I'm preparing to defend calf kicks, right?
Uh huh.
But
He
he
wasn't
never
really throwing
did.
calf kicks. He was kind of throwing above the knee.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
more
Huh?
like a
Poirier
Diaz
was.
approach.
I think it needs to be said that Poirier did not defend any calf kicks. He didn't defend any leg kicks. He ate them and did
He just ate
absolutely
him.
nothing about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he ate 8 of them and did nothing about it.
Yeah. Even the part where he's pointing at him and telling him, "I
He
checked it."
he
I didn't
checked
check
it
it
like a little bit.
a little bit. And I don't think that I
He didn't check. He just got kicked in the knee.
Yeah, I have a
If you go like freeze frame, it's like maybe he checked it a little.
maybe it's just a
He
little.
did not
Yeah.
move his
A little
leg.
knee in
He
there.
did not move his leg. His leg stayed where it was. He lifted his leg up. That's all he did.
I
Hit
was
his knee.
alley on that one. Yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't really
like,
check it. Yeah.
but it was like 10 leg kicks to 1,
Uh huh.
and threw a couple nice front kicks too, what he always does with the karate stabby stab
He looked
to
really
the body,
good. Yeah.
and yeah, he landed like I think one left hand maybe. There was one time where Rogan was like clean left hand, and DC was like, oh yeah, he did that, and on the replay it was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the narrative needs to be said that Connor did what he did, what he was always going to do on the feet. He won on the feet.
Yeah.
He made a mistake in the clinch, and then got his jiu-jitsu game kind of it's
Yeah.
not exposed, but it looks sus.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he broke his leg. Like there wasn't too much to this fight. It was
Yeah.
what we expected until he broke his foot and made a mistake in the clinch.
Yeah.
'Cause usually we don't
So
see
like
Connor
a minute
do-
30 and DP lands a left hand, then follows up on it, lands another left hand, lands an uppercut. Connor's like, okay, shit, let me clinch.
Yeah.
And it was a good strategy on his part too, because he was doing well in the clinch in the second fight. So probably had a little confidence there, and he's like, I don't want to get hit at the moment. So he's
Yeah.
like, okay, let me just do this. And then that's where DP's like, okay, let me just shoot here. And he kind of stuck his head in there, like kind of asking to be guillotined.
Mhm.
But then Connor goes for it, goes high elbow, connects his hand. He looked in there for a second or two, but like right when he got on the other side and when he lifted himself up, like he was in no danger. Connor gave it up. And that's where it's fucking stupid to go for a guillotine like that right off the start, because I get you're dry and everything and you could go for it, but you give a bottom position on a guy you should not be giving a bottom position on. Just defend the takedown early.
Mhm.
So gives it up, lands a few elbows off of his back. Like he wasn't getting like properly dominated, but he wasn't controlling posture at all. So
Yeah.
like there's nothing really stopping DP from like getting up and landing. Like he threw like 9 straight elbows and landed like 7 or 6 or whatever
Yeah,
we
he landed
counted.
some elbows. My
Yeah, it
take.
looked like when Khabib was like mauling on him in the second round.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
with he just
S-
his Connor did not do anything to control posture there. Like he just
Exactly.
let him do it.
Exactly. It was similar to the Khabib mauling as well. My take on the fight, boys, was that I think his approach was okay in terms of like kicks or whatever, right? Approach was sick, right? But the thing is, he's so inactive, and then there's no excuse. I'm just giving you my viewpoint. I think he started kicking too much too early in his camp. I think this is what I think. Because listen, he probably wasn't throwing no kicks for the previous camp. This camp, he comes in, he's super kick heavy. Now listen to this. There's no excuse. It's just I just thought of it. I just thought of it. I'm just sharing it on the podcast. So my thing is like, yo, he's going too kick heavy too soon. Like he's just throwing 10, 15 kicks right off the bat, right? I feel like he was, and the kicks were like vicious too in terms of like he didn't care about the technique in my opinion. He was going with the kicks. The technique was decent, but I feel like he was just throwing it just because for the sake of throwing the kicks.
His technique was sick.
No, no, no. I'm not
He's a
saying
He
lifelong
didn't
martial
use shit. Oh,
artist,
no, no, no.
karate practitioner. I mean, he's throwing them
there.
pretty damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong with that, but what I'm trying to say is that I think he was throwing way too many kicks, and because he started his camp late the last week of May, so that's like what 5 weeks of just throwing kicks
No,
all the
but
time, and then
that's how he fights. Like the first Diaz fight
yeah, yeah, he fights like that. I don't
came
dis.
out first 30 seconds through like 3 spinning heel kicks. Like he
Yeah,
fights like that.
yeah,
He's the best sprinter in the sport, right? Like
yeah,
he will
yeah.
if he's gonna get to you, he's gonna get to you early.
I don't disagree with that. All I'm trying to say is that okay, you see the Cerrone camp,
Bro,
and then you
don't
see
say I
this.
don't disagree, just say I agree.
No, no, no. Listen, this is what I say. The Cerrone camp and the second Poirier camp, we didn't see that many leg kicks. That many leg kick approach. He did knock Cerrone out with the same signature leg. Well, not knock him down, but like knock him down pretty much with the same signature, or wobbled him with the same signature leg
He
kick
threw
as.
like 100 leg kicks in the second Diaz fight. I think that's just an
Bro, that's
excuse.
2016 though. It takes time. Like if you're not
But
practicing the same thing, my whole thing is that part where his ankle like popped like that. You have Wonder Boy too. He's so kick heavy in every single one of his fights that he's kind of like solid in that area. This my proposal is this. I was like, I think that part was already weak or something was wrong with that part already, something like that.
Oh,
Like
so are you saying the leg kick? He shouldn't have thrown so many leg kicks, and that led to a break?
that's what I'm trying to say. Like same with Chris Weidman. Like, bro, he actually like
for the
brought.
Weidman thing, it makes sense because I don't think he kicked a lot before.
Mm-hmm.
But like he moved to South Carolina and he's at a karate gym training with Wonder Boy,
Yeah, yeah.
so it must have been something new.
Yeah, so that's what I'm proposing along the lines. Like, bro, he wasn't that kick
Proposing.
heavy.
Ooh.
Bro, listen, that's because Cowboy fight and the second fight with Dustin, he wasn't that kick heavy. So you're not doing that thing for like 2 years, and he wasn't active in 2019. He was throwing no kicks against Khabib either. It's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kicks, something like that. Not that kick heavy approach. So that you have like 2, 3 years of not like kick
I mean, I
dominant
do just
fight.
want to say, when you're kicking a heavy bag for hours a day for months on end,
Uh huh.
you'll know if your leg's good. I don't think that was an issue for Connor. Otherwise, he wouldn't be throwing with full power. Like he's been doing it for how
Yeah.
many? He's a lifelong martial. I'm telling you, I don't
Yeah.
think that's an issue. So
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
lose bone density
Yeah.
like that.
So yeah, this is what I thought this morning. I was like, okay, like maybe because he wasn't throwing that many leg kicks, maybe his leg conditioning or bone conditioning, whatever, is not there. That's what I thought. That's why I shared it
Yeah,
on the
but
podcast. Yeah,
he was landing them where he wanted to land them. It was just
it was.
made a tackle mistake going for guillotine,
Yeah, I mean the
and he
guillotine is
initiated the
like
clinch, right? Like
yeah, yeah,
he was the one who got it close in. So, and then on the ground, right? Like he wasn't getting completely mauled, but it did look bad.
yeah. It looked
And
bad.
like two judges gave it a 10-8, but I thought that was a 10-9 most of the way through. But I guess if you're looking at the last 10 seconds and you see him drop like that,
Uh huh.
I guess as a judge you could go like, oh, he landed that left hand and he's getting like almost finished at the end of the round. So I think that's where the 10-8 came in from.
Uh
Because
huh.
otherwise, it's just straight 10-9.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that too. You could argue for the last 10, 15 seconds, like yo, he got the injury and then he fell down. The judges probably got the bad look, and then 10. I don't really care
To a
about the.
judge, like, I don't think you see the injury right away. I think you
Yeah.
see a guy get knocked down and then you're like, oh, he
Yeah.
almost died.
Yeah. 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 So yeah. So I think
That's
in
where
that.
10-8s come in because it's like, oh, he almost got finished.
Yeah, I think in that like whatever happened last night, the freak accident, whatever, right? The injuries that happened, I feel like the judges' scoring shouldn't be looked at into deep too much. Uh, Poirier, in my
I think
opinion,
no, it's an interesting thing because like a lot of people are saying like, okay, you would say a lot more 10-8s now. Like the Jan and Izzy one was a really bad 10-8,
yeah,
but with like the commissions being like, okay, yeah, like we should be giving more 10-8s because
Mhm.
I don't think the 10-point must system works anyway for MMA because like the margins are so small too. I feel like there should be more stuff you're looking at rather than just that's the way you're scoring it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just going into a second round, right? Like if he just doesn't have that freak accident where like he just goes on his leg that
Yeah.
bad, like
Yeah.
I think that's where it's like, okay, was that loss definitive? No, like of course it wasn't. Like
Yes.
he's ready to go in the second round.
Exactly. He was
Like
fine. Yeah.
there wasn't like okay, yeah, he won that first round, therefore he's gonna win the fight. No, that fight was still competitive.
Exactly. Yeah. It was super competitive, bro. The adrenaline rush you see because he's so quick on his feet. I've never seen him this quick on his feet with the legs, the leg kick. He approached like a Muay Thai style as well.
He's he's always like that though.
He was consistently no. He was consistent. No, that was the featherweight days though. The lightweight, he was never been like he was quick with his kicks. That's what I'm trying to say because he was switching stances too. He wasn't he
Yeah, but I
wasn't
think the
southpaw all the time.
stance
He
switch
switched
was just to hide his legs too.
exactly,
Like
exactly. So
you don't
then,
want to you want to be
yeah,
a little bit more unpredictable. You don't want to just
yeah.
stay front heavy.
Yeah. So that we didn't see that in the previous lightweight bouts. Like we saw the featherweight bouts though. Like the featherweight guy, the karate guy, he did that. But
I don't think the weight class matters in like what he was doing there. I think
no,
it's
I'm just
just
talking about
like
the time
that's the
period.
way he evolved. But like
Yeah, the time period. That's what I'm talking
I'm just
about.
saying the way like he looked like he should have looked like what he always looks
Yeah,
like.
he looked good.
Like
Yeah,
that's his normal style,
yeah,
right? So there's no real like that's the best he would have looked.
yeah.
And I think just if for Conor McGregor, you're like, okay, we don't see him fight that often, so you're just more willing to make like a little excuse here or there to see why he acted like that. But like he looked like he would normally
He
look.
looked
He looked
really
fine.
good. He looked really good. No excuses. Everything was good. Dustin did his job too, taking him down. The thing is, this is what I
Also,
meant.
his ear was beyond fucked
Who?
at the end.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Connor's ear is beyond
Yeah,
fucked.
the elbows, bro. The elbows. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Listen, Dustin did what he had to do. Go on, fight for the title. I don't want the fourth fight right away. Get McGregor come back. Get him to fight like a contender now. I don't want him to fight for the title. Get him to fight a contender, maybe a Diaz guy.
Okay, no, bro. If Poirier goes out and beats Oliveira and then they make that a title shot, that is so embarrassing.
That is embarrassing, 100%. But the thing is, Dana's
We
gonna
were talking about this yesterday. Like, if I'm a lightweight contender and that happens, I'm
yeah.
killing myself.
Yeah, Dana's gonna
What am I
pretend
fighting
like
for?
Dana's gonna pretend like, oh, he didn't get finished. He didn't get finished, and now they're back and they're gonna run for the fourth time. It's gonna be the whole narrative again. The thing is, if he wins,
No, bro, just check. Like, if Dustin was the guy who broke his ankle like that, nobody would give a shit. They'd be like, "Oh, McGregor's going for a belt now."
yeah,
Like, who
yeah,
gives a shit about Poirier?
yeah, yeah.
Nope, they would give the fourth fight. To be honest, the fourth
I
fight,
think they would. I think they would.
like
Knowing
the same thing
Poirier,
would happen.
yeah, I think they would. Poirier, because he paid his dues
Ain't no
late.
way.
He paid his
And
dues
there's
in
no
the
way
UFC
Connor's
late.
gonna want to fight again. Like if Connor won like that, he'd be like, okay, I need the fourth fight after I
Yeah,
get the chip.
hundred
Like it's
percent,
just I think it goes both ways.
hundred
He'd
percent.
say that, but then he was like, "I will also give Aldo a rematch after."
Bro, stop, bro. He's gonna start again. He's gonna start again. Ali, he's gonna start again. He's now. Let's move on. Any final thoughts on this?
No, we could. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay, so
Dustin Poirier beats Oliveira 100%.
yeah, yeah,
No.
I see that too. He's gonna be the next champion. I see, and I'm
Okay,
happy for that,
it's competitive, but I think he wins.
bro. Striking, Dustin Poirier better. Grappling, Charles is better, but Dustin Poirier is a black belt too. He knows what's going on the ground as well. He's not gonna give himself in a submission position like that. Like, oh, just submit me. Uh, this is what I,
Oh, just submit me.
yeah.
Oh, here's my neck.
I feel like the matchup is so sick between them, and I feel like even the Poirier McGregor fight, I think he gave his neck to him on purpose. I feel like that was on purpose. Cause Connor don't got
Yeah,
that
almost
guillotine
like what I
thing.
said 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, so you don't jump the gilly on Guillotine Island, bro. You
Like
don't.
that's his game.
That's his
You don't
game.
do that.
Yeah, you don't. That's where I'm like, yo,
No,
you're
okay,
such
but
a
like
dumb, you're such a
if
dumb
you're
guy
it's
for
like
doing that.
okay, if it's 2 minutes in, that's the time you go for it. But it's like there's 3 minutes left in the round. It's like you
Yeah,
don't want to be on your back the entire time.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That was a bad look. Any closing thoughts on the trilogy on the main event from you guys?
Calling Connor a first round knockout in the fourth fight, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or we'll meet you outside the
Connor's in the best shape of his life. Dustin is fooked.
yeah, or we'll meet you outside the Louisiana outside of Louisiana nightclub, man. Don't you ever doubt your
Yeah,
husband?
like even like the post fight like shit talk. Like
Yeah.
it does look bad on the sport, but like what do you expect?
Listen, the all the bad shit talk was what brought the people, the casuals, to the thing. I disagree with whatever he said, and I don't like whatever he said was bad. But I think
But
he's
like
just
he's gonna be out for a year, and the lasting image is we're gonna see him flat on his ass, just being an angry little child the entire time.
I get
Jolie
you.
was in his DMs. We
Yeah,
can't assume. That's wrong of us.
Okay, okay, but
Okay,
look,
that's
they
wrong.
literally were like he wasn't responding to our DMs about the donation, so that is 100% what it is.
that's what it is. That's what it is.
You don't know. Stop
It just
assuming.
fits what it means. It just fits with the whole thing because it's
Stop
like he
assuming.
didn't respond to them, and she was like, okay, I tried to contact him.
Stop assuming things. You don't know what else went down in the DMs, man.
I love that.
I
I
hit up
love
my
that.
guys on the inside. They already told me what was going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you
I,
did you see Jolie middle like showing the middle finger like
yeah.
midway through the Joe
Yeah.
Rogan thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's the body language of
Ooh.
a guilty person.
Yeah.
I took a psychology course. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm
Yeah.
I know what I see.
She flipped him off because she knew, yo, if she would have got caught, game over. She ain't getting no paycheck. She ain't getting no diamond, and
Exactly.
she definitely ain't getting paid in full.
What do you mean she ain't got no doubt? Bro, this is the thing. We're like, she's been married to him for like 12 years.
We're joking,
When
man. We're just
someone
joking, man.
that kid.
She's bored, and Conor McGregor brings spice to her life, so that's why she's
Yes,
in the
sir.
DMs, man. Come
Yes,
on.
sir. Did you not see the reply?
Simple stuff. Simple stuff.
Yeah, man. All right, boys. So let's wrap up the Poirier McGregor trilogy. We know. So we talk about what we see McGregor coming in next. I want a Diaz trilogy. I want a Tony Ferguson fight. If Tony Ferguson's still a lot, well, not a lot.
He's gonna be out for a year. You can't really say.
Yeah. So probably next summer we're gonna see him back.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, bro. But whatever he did, though, he did look sick, man. He did the mad face thing too when walking out.
Yeah, but like
the crazy
again,
corner
like
too.
going into a second round, like you cannot be throwing as much as he did, and actually, like you could have as good cardio as you ever want, but if you throw that much and that hard right at the start, you're gonna get tired.
Mhm.
So like, this is where Dustin Poirier kind of got robbed in a way because it's like that fight was going his way,
100%. 100%. I
and
predicted
With
the
the
third round
Conor
KO.
McGregor,
it's
can you
super anticlimactic.
confidently say, "Oh yeah, that was going his way"? There's no way he's gonna get chinned. As if there's not 4 rounds
No,
where
I mean, no, I'm saying I'm like 100%. You could say that there's that gray area where it was 100% not definitive, but it's like he had a great first round, and now the narrative is, oh, he hurt himself, and how is that a win?
Yeah, I feel like yeah. I feel like Connor right now, his mindset is like, bro, what is going on? What is going on?
No, because he can just say like, oh, I deserve a fourth fight. Like I just broke my own ankle.
Yeah, I
he
broke.
He
deserves
didn't
it.
do anything
I
to
think
me.
he deserves it.
I think he
Fans
deserves it too.
deserve it. The
I
fans got robbed, and the fans need the fourth fight. I mean, it's
100%.
only fair.
Yeah, I think
No,
it
that's what I'm
happens
saying.
next year.
It's super anticlimactic.
Yeah, that's not the
That's
way
why
to
the
book a
fourth needs to
finish.
happen. Even Poirier, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Conor gets one win, comes back,
Listen,
fights for the belt.
the best highlight of that fight was Poirier hitting the beer
Poirier,
shred.
font Rob. Oh, damn it, I messed it up.
Yeah,
Fabron,
Poirier hitting the beer
Fabron,
shred.
Fabrant.
not that hard.
Fabrant, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's wrap that up. Let's move on to our co-main, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Gilbert Burns. People thought Wonderboy, oh, he wins this fight, goes for the title. Gilbert Burns came in, did the job, what he had to do to win. Didn't win any fans, but that's not what we were coming for. We were trying to win the fight, right?
Yeah,
So
but Gilbert Burns is also really exciting in every one of his other fights, so it's kind of
he did
it's
what he
kind of
had to.
shit that
Yeah,
what happened here.
yeah, he did what he had to do to win, and that's perfectly fine in that game. I feel like so for any of you guys who don't know, Gilbert Burns won. I think it was 30-27 or 29.
Unanimous decision, 29-28 on all cards.
Exactly. So that was who gave the Wonder Boy the second round. Did anyone give him the second round?
Everybody gave Wonderboy the second round.
Okay.
I thought it was clear.
Yeah, it was clear. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1-3 for Burns, 2 for Wonderboy.
Yeah. So this is what I think, boys. For that fight, I think Wonderboy should have accepted a 5-round fight night instead of this because not it's let's just not think about the money instead. Put the money pay-per-view points aside. Put that aside. And the McGregor cut
He
aside.
doesn't have pay-per-view points though. He makes the same money no matter what. It's just more people watch you if you're on the co-main.
Oh, what? Why does he get the pay-per-view points?
Why would he ever get pay-per-view points?
Well, it's
Like
still
only
COVID.
champions and only champions and super popular fighters get that. That is like 10 people.
But what about the whole pie thing? Oh, the pie gets cut in this and this and that. Like, if you're on a McGregor card, that's the whole point. Like, you get some people get.
No, if you're on a McGregor card, more people just watch you. It's not about you make more money. You're on the same contract.
I thought you get like a little bit of the pay per view as well.
No, it's only champion. Like that's why like interim champions, like it's actually good to be one because then you get pay-per-view points the next time.
Okay, okay, it makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, yeah. Well, this is what I think. I think it should have been a 5 round fight. Not this card though, a fight night, in my opinion, because I think Gilbert Burns did what he had to do for 3 rounds. He could have done for the 5 rounds as well, but I feel like Wonder Boy needed some time to like adjust to what Gilbert was gonna do. I feel like Gilbert took him down two
But
times
those,
already, bro.
but yeah, no, but those are also just excuses. Wonderboy should have just done more to dissuade the takedowns because he got taken down from open space,
Yeah,
from super far out.
yeah.
That's where it's just like, you should like, he should have been popping his jab a little bit more, like giving him
First round,
something
yes.
to actually worry about
Yeah,
because he was not throwing enough at all.
yeah.
You know, I
He
agree
landed
with the
2
build.
strikes
Like,
the first round.
yeah, like I would like to see another 2 rounds, but we didn't need another 2 rounds. Like we didn't.
Yeah,
Wonder Boy
yeah.
just didn't do what he's supposed to do. So it was a close fight. It is what it is. Wonder Boy just wasn't able to close.
Okay,
Yep.
sure. I agree with what you guys say, but it's just my whole thing was like, okay, he didn't, and this is what Adil explained too. He just didn't throw much. That's not like on a 3 round or a 5 round. That's what Adil explained too. My whole thing was like, oh, if he had a 5 round, he would have done more. But again, you have 3 rounds, do more. Pretty much, he didn't do it.
But then for Gilbert Burns, like he also just proved he's a top 3 contender, right? Like it's
100%.
not because before you beat a Mayo who should retire soon,
Yeah,
you beat a Woodley who died.
yeah.
So and then you got a title shot, right? Like he needed that one win just to solidify him.
Yeah, in my opinion, bro, I think Gilbert should fight Edwards. That's a sick fight for both, and I don't think Edwards should wait because
I
you
think
don't know how the
I
division's
think in a
gonna move.
perfect world, you do Burns and Colby, and you do Edwards and Usman because Edwards has a 9 fight win streak. But yeah, Edwards and Burns does it too.
Yeah, but Miles,
Okay,
because I
so
feel like
for
Masvidal don't
Edwards,
deserve
doesn't
like a
make
top
any
five.
sense though. Because Edwards, the only fights in my mind that make sense is Jorge and Usman.
Nah,
Because the
nah,
Burns, just like you just fed him another guy for no reason.
nah. I
For
think
literally
because
no.
Burns is ahead of him, bro.
But
Burns is
bro,
ahead
if
of
I'm
him, and that's another
Masvidal,
top five
It doesn't
guy.
matter. Burns got knocked the hell out by Usman.
But that's a top five guy though. You don't make Edwards versus Masvidal. That makes sense because of the 3 piece and whatever the storyline behind it. But in terms of rankings, that don't make. Well, again, I'm the guy who says the rankings
See,
doesn't matter.
fuck the
But
rankings, man. The rankings do not matter.
yeah.
He's
bro,
got a 9 fight win streak, and
If I'm Masvidal, I am calling out Burns. I'm like, it's 100% easier matchup for him than Edwards.
Yeah, but the thing is, what is that? Masvidal's not getting another title shot. He's just gotta stay relevant, make big money, and he's not making that with Gilbert Burns.
settling beef is gonna get him the money, and is gonna get him back in the mix with Leon Edwards if he
Yeah, but then if Edwards beats you, you die, right? Like,
Yeah, with Masvidal, that's the thing. If he beats Masvidal, his whole hype's gone because the whole hype was created because of that. And
but I
then
think
the
Burns
money.
is more
gonna
winnable
die
than
eventually.
for
He's
him.
just not a great fighter, in my opinion.
Who?
Yeah.
Masvidal. I don't think he's that great.
Yeah, same. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Top 5 kills him. Like doesn't matter who it is. They just dead him.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
but like, okay, yeah, and also speaking for Wonderboy, right? Like the whole top 5, Gilbert Burns was the matchup you wanted to like get you a title shot.
Yeah.
Everybody else like is not a good matchup for you. So he got what he wanted, but like now it's like you're 38, you're off you're off a loss now, and you just kind of have to fight the next guy up.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
throw.
done. Man.
I'm gonna
Done.
throw a wild idea out there. Listen, boys. This is what I say. Make it Izzy. Well, he's a champion though. He's a champion. Let's talk about the fantasy world. Listen, I want a kickboxing match with the Wonder Boy versus Izzy. This for, like on the side. I just want to see that because Wonder Boy's like 50-0 kickboxing. I want to see that.
Who did he fight in kickboxing? Izzy was a good guy.
Yeah, but again, like Wonder Boy, like his style is so like kick heavy, like kickboxing kind of style. So I was like, yo, why not? I want to see that though. Like that's like a dream matchup for me because it's gonna be fun to watch with a kickboxing background.
Wonder Boy probably dies.
Probably, but it's just gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
the range as well.
Yeah, I just think he gets countered with a long reach.
Yeah, it's just gonna be fun to watch. Okay, so what's
But yeah,
next?
so-
What's next for Burns or Wonder Boy?
The thing about Burns is he takes a lot of short notice matchups, so I think him and Masvidal make sense. I think Edwards might actually just wait to see if he might get a title shot soon.
Do you think Burns is one good fight away from the title, or does he need two?
One or two. One or two.
One or two. If the next ones are also like a dominant one, like let's say he goes out and beats Masvidal, like same thing, wrestling takedown and dominates him, I think he will get another one. And I
Because
genuinely think he can
if you
beat
get
Kamaru.
enough wins, they can't deny you at a certain point. But yeah, so if you like, you have three guys here with Edwards, Masvidal, and Burns. You could match up any permutation. There's Bilal coming up too, but
He's a bum.
Luke and Chiesa are fighting too. But what are they fighting for?
Yeah. You could.
Yeah,
Think
that
it's
whole division is a mess.
for a shot at the title eliminator. Like whoever wins that gets one more to the belt.
Sure.
Yeah, but then Burns and Luke aren't going to fight each other. Chiesa doesn't fight that often.
I feel like it depends when everything gets booked with the Colby and Leon and Masvidal, to be honest, and who Burns gets. Like it just depends on timing. But I think they get the title eliminator if Chiesa or Luke wins.
Yeah, but like there's a lot of people coming up in that division too. Like Bilal should get a big fight next.
Okay. As much as I joke around, but Chimaev, if he does win against Leach, he gets the Rocket. Like he's gonna get a.
That's a solid opponent. That
kind of ruins everyone in the mid.
Yeah.
Ranking. So I don't know how
Leach is good, man.
I feel like we got robbed of Leon Edwards versus Chimaev, bro. That fight would have been sick. I'm so excited for Chimaev though. I'm actually so excited for him.
Seeing Leon get clipped by Nate, yeah, Chimaev's knocking his ass out.
The thing is, I'm so excited for Chimaev, bro. The thing is, he has that Khabib kind of wrestling side too, but his stand up is sick too. Like it's exciting to watch. It's so exciting to watch because I'm like, bro, this guy can, if he wants, he can maul you. If you want to stand up with him, he can murk you. Because Khabib's stand up is underrated in my opinion right now, but I feel like Chimaev's like more. I feel like it's much better. It's more conditioned.
Okay, but Chimaev's fighting Leach at the end of October, right? Like he's not gonna they're still 3 months away. There's a lot of things that can happen before that.
I think Chimaev is like 2-3 fights away from like being talked in that kind of like space.
Nah, if he beats Leach bad, he gets the rocket ship and he's gonna get a top 5 guy.
Even if he dominates him, he still gets a rocket ship. I don't care what you say. As long as he wins in a good way, it doesn't have to be a first round knockout. As long as he wins in a good way, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Loves the Chimaev, man. So are we gonna talk about the retirement home fight?
What?
In that division? Diaz versus
Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler? Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the main card and move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg Hardy and Bam Bam.
Tuivasa.
Bam Bam got him in the first round. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like we always talk about the unranked heavyweight fights on the main card. This is what you want.
Yeah, that was a perfect fight.
Tuivasa landed a few leg kicks. Hardy leapt in with the right hand, left hook, right hand, landed right hand, buzzed Tuivasa, and then decided just to, and got absolutely countered by left hook and deaded.
He made
it wasn't great for him.
You could see from miles away that he's gonna duck down and he's gonna do the overhand right thing.
Okay, bro, you hurt the guy. If you're Greg Hardy, you are so fast, right? You do not have to leap in like that, man. You could just jab him, make him walk into something, right? You literally give Bam Bam the chance just to left hook you to death. If you leap in like that.
Yeah.
If we break down the moment,
I wanted against Greg Hardy, like him dead, like not just a little on the ground and pound, like he died. He fell down hard. That's what I wanted.
Talking about the
now
with him. Did you guys see at the end of round 2 on with the Wonder Boy fight and Gilbert Burns just in that takedown position, just do the flurry punches.
Yeah. Also the back of the head ones. Do you think he should have gotten a point taken away?
Yes, I think
5 seconds left.
And I think whoever the ref was,
honestly, yeah.
He should have. It was the third round. It's a draw. It was the second round, right?
No, last 5 seconds of the fight.
Yeah, I think he should have get the point taken away because it was clear, bro. Mark Goddard was right there looking at it. He didn't do nothing.
Was it 6 strikes to the back of the head?
I don't think that's point taken away.
It was all, bro. It was Ali. It was 2 or 3 to back of the head, and then 3 or 4 something like that flurry strikes to the neck area.
I think you get warned after 1 or 2. But he landed 6, so I just feel like there's got to be something wrong with that.
Don't do that. Get away from him.
Should have been a warning. 100% should have been a warning.
Should have been a warning, but again, regardless, he was losing. So I don't think a point taken away should be done.
If he gets a point taken away, that's a unanimous draw.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm Wonder Boy, I'm getting knocked out. So
yeah. Pretty much.
Getting that DQ, baby. Rematch.
I gotta ask you guys this question. So I don't know this. Please clear this up for me. So when there's a doctor stoppage, why is there given? Why are they giving it a TKO? Because, like
because the guy can't continue, and he
yeah,
fairly did that.
why
Yeah, he
not?
technically got knocked out.
Yeah, why not do a no contest? Because the guy can't move forward. How's that a win for another guy? I want to clarify. I don't know. I'm not
It's
fifty
like a
percent.
headbutt into a cut that stops a fight. Like no one's at fault, but the person who got cut, it is what it is. They got cut.
Mm.
Like they got injured in a weird way that's illegal, but like or shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is.
But that shouldn't give a win to
Mhm.
another guy though. Like it should be just no contest. Like fight again. Why not?
I mean, that's like saying someone got cut with someone's glove. I forgot who, but he got cut with the glove, ended the fight. That shouldn't have been
Oh yeah,
a
Randy Couture and Belfort back in the day.
exactly.
Like he literally lost his belt because of that.
Exactly. That shouldn't have happened. But I mean, it just you can't. There's too much gray area. You can't kind of
Hmm.
give wins off that
Okay. Okay.
or
Because
DQs.
normally doctor stoppages are just like you're injured, like I'm stopping this, and then it's technical knockout. You can't continue.
Okay.
Like if somebody just like, or like let's say like a Macy Barber, right? Like she popped her knee,
Yeah.
and like it looked like they should not have continued. That's where it's like that's a TKO again. Like
I guess it's just on you
can't
to stay
continue.
healthy, no matter what. Like you just got to stay healthy. It's on you.
That's sad. Like because he's just pivoting off of it. Like after throwing left hand, like he just stepped back awkwardly and his leg just died.
Snapped.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
well,
this
we're
is
just talking
like
about.
some advanced doctor analyst just going like he has like all these little micro fractures on his foot, so that's why he broke his leg. Because like okay, if anybody else just like throws something and then they fall back, they're not gonna snap their leg, man.
Yeah.
Also, we only have like 15 more minutes, so like we could quickly talk about other stuff too.
Sugar Sean,
Ryan Hall,
let's go quickly. Sugar
Sugar
Sean.
Sean. Oh, Sugar Sean. Oh,
Yes,
bro.
no. Don't know how to
He
say it.
TKOs him with 30 seconds to go. But this was like the I don't hear no bell, Rocky, Homer Simpson, where you walking punching bag. Every time the hair made it worse because like every time he gets touched, his hair just flies, and you just know when he gets hit. Sean O'Malley hit him with everything. Everything he decided to throw. Even if he was just walking back on, like, he landed it. Like everything.
It was a punching. It was a
Jab,
good sparring session for
uppercuts,
O'Malley, bro.
straights.
It was a good.
And he didn't even get hit. He dipped in, ooh, da da da, all over the place, didn't get hit.
Yeah.
No, that's a TJ Dillashaw sparring session. That's no normal sparring session.
Anything. I feel like O'Malley, like people, the whole thing was like to build him up. I feel like people don't like care about him like that much right now because he got fed a bum. The bum had a granite chin, couldn't knock him out. All fair play to the bum, but the thing is, he a bum, and he couldn't do anything. And the thing is, he called out the top
He
five
also, bro, he
guys.
also doesn't train. He works full time and doesn't train. Like,
Yeah,
Okay, no. To be fair, he was
trains
trying to
full-time,
set up
and he made
a
UFC.
viral KO, and when someone pressures you like that, you can't set up a viral KO. He just keeps walking forward and eating shots.
exactly.
Sugar Sean did
That
everything he
accuracy
possibly
was
could.
insane, though.
He did no. He fought a perfect fight.
But the
Literally,
thing
he
is,
couldn't fight any better.
yeah, but the thing is, you can't look too deep into the 80+ % accuracy of shots landed when the guy's a zombie
I think you can look into that because
100% can.
and the guy's not moving. The guy's not moving. There's a
he
stationary object
broke
in front
every
of you.
record, sort of thing.
See, what else could Sugar Sean do? Like, there's nothing else he
Yeah,
could
no,
have done.
yeah, no, I know.
There's
So
literally
there's
nothing
no,
else.
there's no credit taken away from him. It's just more like, just don't say that because the
And
guy.
it's
Look at the fight
not even
first.
a bad
The guy was
stop.
just walking
Oh,
towards him, and it was like he's a zombie. You can't just say
But
that.
Sean also has the highest striking accuracy, so you got to give him credit. He has the highest striking accuracy in bantamweight, and now he just got 87%. So it's just like
Yeah,
give it
it's
to him.
just
You know,
one of those things. Yeah,
yeah.
he's an
And you
accurate
can't even say it's a bad stoppage because
bro, it's
that's
not
the
that
sort
hard
of
to be
stoppage where
accurate,
it's like
guys.
your corner should be looking at it. It's like my guy is not doing anything, and he's just getting his ass beat.
Yeah, and the corner was telling
Like you
him to
could
move his
stop
head
at any
too.
point.
My thing is
And
like,
then Herb Dean at the end was like, "This guy just ate a 6-piece,"
yeah,
and he was like, "Okay, like he'd had enough," sort of thing.
finish it.
Not that like, oh, he got dropped or whatever, but like he'd had enough.
No,
Yeah.
Herb Dean knew it was gonna get worse.
Yeah,
So
yo, back to Ali's point. My reply to that was this: when a guy is not moving, it's not that hard to. It's not hard to be like inaccurate. Like you can be accurate all you want when the guy's just standing right there, stationary, and coming at you. Oh, stationary right there, he's just standing in the middle, and then just wants you to just be like punching at him.
He
It's
followed
not that
him in a
hard.
circle the entire time with his hands right there, and then bam, bam,
Yeah,
bam,
it's
bam.
not that hard to be accurate in that situation. That's what I'm trying to get at. No doubt he's a great striker. No doubt he's a great accurate striker. The thing is, like, it's not that hard to as a
So,
fighter.
okay, how many fighters have done it though?
What? How
If you
many
can't
fighters
name
have?
other fighters
No, no,
who've
I'm talking.
hit 87%, then I don't know. Is it really that easy?
No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. How many fighters have actually faced that kind of situation? A little punching bag. You have fighters fighting Nate Diaz, who's a little punching bag. Like you can have that against a Nate
Nate is
Diaz.
good.
He's good though. Sure, he's good, but he still eats a lot of shots. It's that doesn't take
Nobody
away from
ever
the fact.
okay. Nobody ever made it like this is where it's like fraud on the UFC for like how are you taking a 9-4 fighter just off like on short notice
Yeah,
against Sean O'Malley, who you actually treasure as a prospect at 13-1.
yeah.
How are you making that matchup when you knew what was gonna happen in the fight too?
And my whole thing is, was there no top 15 guy available to take the fight? How could that
Not
have
even
been possible?
not even a top 15. Just pick a guy off your roster that you currently have just to
Yeah,
throw him in there. Like it's at least gonna be better than that. That was
yeah,
fraud.
yeah. That was bad. I want to see him against like a top 10 guy. I don't even want to see top
And
15.
Moutinho took that ass beating for 12K. At least he got the fight of the night bonus,
Yeah.
so it's 75K. But what? Like he took that ass beating for what, man?
Imagine working at Home
Okay, I mean
Depot
it's not
and
bad.
go
Yo,
and working. Imagine working at Home Depot the next day, the next week you make what 86, 87 grand now, 875K bonus and 12K to
Mm.
show up.
I think I read somewhere he works like 40 hours a week as a painter.
Yeah,
So
he's a good man. Good man.
I mean,
Good
some of
man.
all those Ultimate Fighter guys, they all work jobs, but he's legit. He should have been on the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
So the person in his corner was in the Ultimate Fighter. He was the first pick, and he got dominated first fight, first
Yeah.
episode. He got killed.
Yeah.
So I knew from then this guy was gonna die.
Okay. Yeah, you guys want to wrap that up and then move on to our the best fight of the night, Nico Price versus Michelle
Flip into
Pereira.
a mount. Yes.
they
Let's
robbed the fight of the night.
yeah. Okay, let's talk about that. My boy Michelle Pereira got gassed in the second round and barely held
Yeah,
out
but
in the
okay,
third
let's just say
round.
the result first. He beat Nico Price by unanimous decision, 2 rounds to
Yeah.
1. He won the first 2 and lost the last one.
Yeah. And then he did the viral kind of like the madman he is, the frog backflip or something into a full guard, into a full guard. Imagine
A
that,
full mount.
a
Full mount,
a
not even
full
guard.
mount. Yeah, he's
But
like,
I feel like that's a pretty safe maneuver. Like like you can't stop a backflip. You just have to accept it.
or you can just get an up kick. You can just get an up kick. That's not that's a safe maneuver. You just get an up
Valid.
kick.
That's true.
Nico Price had
Put your
an
head
upkick
under
in
his
his
head
bag,
where
too.
he's gonna land,
Yeah,
get clipped, and then win.
yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, both fighters, the fight was put on just to be a wild fight. Probably a potential fight of the night contender. In my opinion, it wasn't. It was a wild fight here and there, but it wasn't that all that in my opinion. I also think that both fighters they're not going anywhere. They're not
No,
going anywhere.
he's gotta get something big.
Huh?
Pereira,
Pereira, mate. He's only 27.
Oh, he's 27?
yes sir.
Bro, I thought that man was like 30 something. Okay, he's 27. Oh, yeah, then probably something. He's welterweight, right? Probably get like a
Yeah.
close 15, 14. Oh, that's Chimaev. You don't want him to fight Chimaev. We don't like that. We don't like that.
Somebody
Chimaev,
tires him out and kills him. So
yeah, Chimaev might be the only 15 ranked guy that people will look like, yeah, we don't want to fight that. We don't want to fight that. It's only a matter of time till he comes into top 10. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
any other thoughts? We want to talk about any other things on any other
I
fights on the
mean,
card?
Maya and I was a good fight, but like nobody cares about those two.
Yeah.
Dricus Duplessis got a good knockout.
no, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah,
wants to
yeah,
talk
no,
about
no, no.
Duplessis, whatever, however you say his name.
Duplessis.
Irene Aldana got a first round knockout on the main card. She might get a title fight, but who knows? And
Brad Tavares
yeah,
was fighting
next, huh?
too. Tavares
Yeah,
was
I
fighting.
I mean we both missed that fight, but
Yeah.
yeah, next week we get to see Makhachev get the rocket ship after he beats the shit out of Moises.
What's Moises' ranking?
15.
15, I thought he's 13.
Oh, did he move up?
Why do
They
RDA?
definitely. Oh no, 14.
14.
Man, I wanted to see RDA fight him again. Not
Sarukian,
again,
that's
sorry.
what you're seeing there.
RDA fight a guy like that again.
They uploaded the free fight with Makachev and Sarukian. You could watch that one. Pretty good fight.
What does that do for Makachev though? Winning against Moises,
He deserves the
At
top
least he's just
rank
more
after
active.
that. Yeah.
that's so bummy,
But,
man. People just reject you in
but
the
like the
top five
people
for no
ahead of him, right?
reason.
Like Dan Hooker, RDA, Tony, Connor, Mike Chandler, Benny. They might just give him Benny.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's good for Benny too. Good for Benny.
I don't know if that's good for Benny, but
Matchup wise, no, but I'm talking about just like name wise,
If he
like
beats Islam, I feel like he just deserves that shot at the title. To
same,
be honest.
yeah.
same.
But like, yeah, that would mean you make Gaethje Chandler, which you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, just make Gaethje
And then
Chandler
you just say
already.
fuck RDA.
Yeah,
He can be a backup again, man. He doesn't. I don't need RDA in the picture. I don't need him in the picture at all.
Yeah, but like Holloway was supposed to be the backup for this fight too, but then he got injured. So, but he said he was gonna come back soon. So I don't really know what's gonna go on with that. But
why don't you
yeah,
make
I hear Max Holloway and lightweight in the same sentence for the
yeah,
next 5 years.
yeah, he should stay at featherweight for now.
why don't you make RDA Tony again? Because both kind of looking for fights. I think Tony looking for fight too. Tony's not.
RDA doesn't
It
want to
was
take a
really good.
retirement fight, man.
It was probably Tony's best performance.
Yeah, you could do that. I think Tony has a lot to prove. Like maybe, or he's just that maybe he's like he's gonna figure out it's time to retire now. 4 straight losses. I think that's a good
But I
matchup
think
for
like
him to
if
stay healthy.
RDA beats you, he's just gonna smother you, and he's not gonna actually try to like he's not gonna finish Tony.
Yeah, he's not gonna finish
So
Tony.
it's just gonna look like what Benny did to him, what Oliveira did to him.
Yeah, Tony
And
man,
Dana was saying that Tony has a like they're gonna book a fight for him soon. So I don't. They might do like a Gregor Gillespie.
that's a good fight.
That makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
giving him an up and comer makes sense.
And then up and coming
Or
wrestling makes sense too. Get
yeah,
dominated again. Get dominated again. Yeah,
but yeah. Other than that, like yeah, we're good for this
we're
this
good.
card.
Yeah, we're good for this
It
episode
wasn't the
now.
deepest card per se, but
Nah,
like good card. Like I'm saying, like okay,
let's
for
rate
the
this.
names that were on the card and what fights actually happened, I think
Yeah.
Burns and Thompson really disappointed us. I
Mhm.
think Poirier McGregor was anticlimactic, but like the other fights are really like okay. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say like solid 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, Ali, what about you? The rating
Yeah, pretty average, 7.5
7.5.
for a
Yeah,
one championship.
yeah. I would go
Or
with like
no championship on the line. Oh shoot, there's
no
no
championship.
champion. Okay, it's
Yeah,
pretty good card considering there's no
yeah,
championship
yeah.
on the line.
I would go with like a 6 out of 10 in my opinion because let me explain that why. Wonderboy Thompson, like Adil explained, yeah, Poirier McGregor is just what do you do? Like it was exciting for the first 2 3 minutes. It was exciting for the first round because it was like he's gonna get finished now or something's gonna happen. That thing happens, and apart from those two fights, the rest of the card was whatever for me. It wasn't like I think people were over hyping it. It's just they were hyping it like too much because so many under good matchups and this and that, and the matchups never showed up. Pretty much, like it wasn't according to the
I
hype.
mean, Price Pereira was pretty fun, and like
The main card,
even like the
yeah,
women's fight they delivered because like everybody thinks it's just gonna go to a decision, but
yeah.
like they're at least good. But
You had Condit in there too.
Bam Bam Hardy was pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty
No,
cool
the first
fight.
3 fights on the main card were definitely like setting something big up, and then
Yeah.
Wonder Boy screwed everything up. Like
Exactly.
momentum wise,
Same.
Oh, okay, no, the crowd was super shit as well. Like
Yeah,
half of them didn't show up until like the co-main,
exactly. Yeah.
and nobody made any noise for any of the fighters other than McGregor.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Vegas is not gonna have people who watch MMA
I mean,
though.
yeah. The thing
So,
is, yeah, they all came from McGregor. That's it. They didn't,
yeah, but I'm saying like for the Houston event for when Derek Lewis fights, oh my god, man,
they
it's gonna
showed
be insane.
They showed Derek Lewis. They showed all the celebrities, but you know who they didn't show? The Orange Man. They didn't show the Orange Man.
Oh
The Orange Man was sitting right beside
yeah.
Dana. They didn't show the Orange Man. I was excited to see him. See if he gets a pop.
They showed him last
Yeah, they did show when he was the president. Hello.
time he came.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's pretty good then.
7 and 6 out of 10. The ratings are the bro rating. That's what we introduced a new thing to our podcast, the bro rating for every single card.
But this is like the rating based on like expectation versus reality, right? Like
Exactly.
we
Yes.
could have Makhachev and Moises is a shit card name wise, but it might be a 10 out of 10 because like
Yeah.
like it's super exciting fights.
And that's the best part
Yep,
about it.
yep.
That's the best part about the sport. Sometimes the overhyped card might not perform that well, and then you have the fight night next week. Everything is going crazy. You know what I mean? That's the best part about this sport, and that's where the bro
But
rating
you're
comes
just not seeing
in.
high level shit. Like the main event was high level shit.
Yeah.
Everything that was going on was high level shit, and you like somebody was gonna die soon.
It felt like that. It definitely felt like that. Both had animosity, and it definitely felt like that. And I would rather have that instead of like, oh, be all cuddly, nice to each other. I would rather have that, to be honest. At the end of the day, you're fighting, but the post fight
No,
is
but like lightweight again, you cannot go wrong with any of those guys.
any of those guys.
Whoever you put against whoever, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Whether it be like cool submissions you see or whatever, like cool like knockouts or whatever, but you're gonna see exciting shit.
Best
But yeah,
division, in my opinion. Best division, in my
that
opinion.
wraps up this whole week.
Yes, thank you for tuning, everybody. That was a UFC 264 podcast, the day after UFC 264, Poirier Mcgregor trilogy. We also introduced a new bro rating. We rated the card, and we're gonna do that from now on. We changed our format to top down, so that's more interesting, and we can get more time to talk about the main fights. Thank you guys for everyone to tuning in. And any last words, Adil and Ali?
Oh,
Oh, we put on spot. Any last words, Ali or Adil?
No, that's
you know,
pretty much
so
it.
then my phone just went off. You can't hear that?
No.
Nah, I never heard it. Ah,
okay.
damn. You
I'm gonna mute.
threw it under the radar. But yeah,
It's all good.
thanks
Let's wrap
everybody
it
for
up
watching.
then. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the
Bye-bye.
episode, and we'll be back next week. Peace.